Anti-ICE protesters raging out of control, tensions boiling over outside the New Jersey detention center as Democratic lawmakers take their side against what they claim is inhumane conditions.
Returning from Delaney Hall, it is a problem on so many different levels. Ultimately, improved conditions is an immediate concern. But overall, my concern is that facilities should not exist in my city, in my state.
ICE continues to blatantly lie about the conditions in all of these detention facilities.
This detention center must shut down.
DHS Secretary Markwayne Mullin joins us now. Mr. Secretary, you said these conditions are adequate for the situation. They say that the Homeland is lying, so I guess they're calling you a liar when you say the facilities are up to standard. What do you say to them?
Well, Cory Booker and I talked about his visit to the detention center. If you listen to what he says conditions need to change, but we fall within federal compliance. This isn't a Holiday Inn, Brian. We're not providing luxury housing. What we're doing is we're providing a sanitary place for them to be detained. Remember, we're detaining murderers, we're detaining rapists, pedophiles, drug dealers, gun traffickers. I mean, we have some real serious criminals there. Plus, every one of them broke the law. That's why they're there to begin with. And we're providing them 3 meals a day. We're meeting the calorie standard. And as I told Cory Booker and I told the other representatives that called me, I said, listen, they have commissary. If you want to put money on their books, put money on their books. That's fine. But we not only provide them a safe place to stay and the food and a place to sleep, but we're also giving them a convenience store to be able to buy products out of. So we're going above and beyond. The fact is, this is political theater, Brian, and they know this. And I have no respect for people that would rather, defend criminals than actually pay attention to their safer streets because of ICE and President Trump's policies.
So do you think, I don't know if you can see the monitor, but we're splitting the screen with some of the riotous behavior yesterday and the day before. Do you think they want this? Do you think this benefits them politically?
It absolutely does. This is what their base is all about, this extreme left base that is anti-police. You have Chuck Schumer, who's never had a job outside of politics in his entire adult life for 40 years, that just believes in this continued political theater, and they're stirring the pot, as I would say. And this right here is what's causing us to have to make decisions on prioritizing where we put federal officers. We called local police, we called state police multiple times. Listen, I know the law enforcement there would love to respond because of Governor Sherrill's behavior and what the governor is doing. He's not allowing public officers and state officers to respond. So since they won't respond and help protect the streets, because we're not saying protect our building, we're saying protect the streets, allow our employees to go in and out, allow these transfers to happen. If they're not allowing it, then we got to prioritize federal police officers, and that may affect international flights coming in and out of their airport, because I'm going to have to pull Customs and Border Protection officers out of being able to process international flights and put them helping our ICE agents. And by the way, if you can't process international flights because Customs is closed, you can't obviously process international flights coming in from out of the country.
So, Mr. Secretary, you just bring me to the next topic, is that you presented this yesterday.
Right.
You're drawing up plans to halt international flights to anywhere the sanctuary cities, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles. So no more international flights to those airports?
No, I wouldn't say all of them. I'm saying when we have situations, what's happening in New Jersey right now, when we have to prioritize where we put federal employees because local law enforcement won't help protect their streets, not federal streets, city streets, and keep them from barricading and causing harm to our employees, then we have to decide where we're going to prioritize our federal employees. So we're not going to halt the flights. What we're saying is we just won't be able to process them because we don't have officers there. We're having to pull out our Customs and Border Patrol officers that process these flights and put them in these facilities to help protect our employees coming out of work. That, by the way, and that's not their job. Their job is to do just what they said, Customs and Border Protection. However, since local law enforcement isn't able to do their job because they said, quote, they don't have the resources, well, we have to prioritize our resources as well. And if they're not there processing international flights, then those individuals, when the airlines land, they won't be permitted into the United States.
So that's Newark, and there's an airport in Newark. Do you see you having to take resources immediately, and that could And
if things, yeah, that's right, Brian. If things don't change, we're going to have to make this step pretty quick, because I'm not going to put my employees and my ICE agents at risk going to and from this, simply doing the job. By the way, they're doing the job and enforcing the laws that are statutory. If Congress wants to change those, if these left radical Democrats want to change it, they have the authority to change it. Right now, we don't make the laws. We simply enforce the laws that's on the books.
So a tragedy that hits close to home where you live. An illegal immigrant's been charged with killing 4 people in a wrong-way DUI crash on an Oklahoma highway. Those are the 4 crash victims. What can you tell us about this?
Well, unfortunately, what we continue to see is not just a DUI and driving under the influence. What we're also seeing is the lack of being able to read and write the signs, or not read and write, but be able to read the signs in the direction to which the flow of traffic is going. We see licenses that are being issued out of California and out of New York and other sanctuary states to these illegals that have no reason to be on our roads, and we continue to see crashes like this that causes fatalities to individuals. This is what President Trump is trying to stop. This is what DHS is doing every single day. We help prevent this through the 287G program, where we partner with local law enforcement. We reimburse local law enforcement for their time. We give them the resources to do it, and most red states participate. What we don't have is blue states participating, and almost every single time in a situation like this takes place, they have a license that was issued out of a blue state or a sanctuary city.
Yeah. We hear, I don't see anybody expressing their regret about that tragedy in Oklahoma. Not Senator Cory Booker, not Congressman Andy Kim, or Senator Andy Kim. Mr. Secretary, thanks so much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Brian.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.